Hi guys, welcome back. Today we're making egusi soup. Yes, it's so good. Trust me, if you try it, you will love to make it every single time. So let's jump right in. Alright, I have some nicely cleaned meat. I'm using goat meat. To that, I'm adding garlic and ginger paste. To that, I'm also adding in seasoning of choice, onion powder, cayenne pepper, Sazon, salt, and some water. Now I'll go ahead and transfer it to my stovetop, then cook the meat until it is nice and tender. Once the meat is cooked, we'll set it aside and make sure you don't throw the stock away. We'll be using that flavorful meat stock for our soup later. Next, I'm blending 2 bell peppers and 1 scotch bonnet pepper. If you like your food extra spicy, you can definitely add more scotch bonnet. Then set it aside. I have my ground egusi, which is also called millet seed. I'll mix it with a little water until it forms a thick paste. Not too watery, just thick enough to scoop. We'll also set that one aside. Now we'll go ahead and chop my spinach. If you have access to the pumpkin leaves, which is also known as igu, that works perfectly too. To a medium heat, I'll place my pot, then add in some palm oil and allow it to heat up slightly. Now I'm adding some chopped onions, locust beans. We'll stir for about 30 seconds to release all that beautiful flavor. Next, we'll go ahead and add in my blended pepper mix and fry for a few minutes until it reduces its raw taste. John. Now we'll gently scoop the egusi paste into the pot. You can either drop it in lumps for that traditional texture look or stir it immediately for a thick and smooth consistency. I'm going to let it cook without stirring too much for about 5 to 7 minutes so it can set properly. After that, we'll go ahead and stir gently. Now I'm adding the reserved meat stock. Then goes in the cooked meat. We'll also add in some dry fish. We'll give everything a good stir. And add in 3 tablespoons of crayfish. Now I also have some mackerel in my fridge. We'll go ahead and add that one to it. We'll add a little bit more stock to adjust the consistency. We'll give everything a really good stir and let it simmer so all the flavors comes together beautifully. Finally, we'll add in my chopped spinach. We'll stir everything together and allow it to cook for just a few more minutes. We don't want to overcook the veggies, okay? And that's it. Our stew is ready. This stew is so versatile. You can enjoy it with your fufu, pounded yam, eba, or even rice. Just look at that texture, rich, thick, and flavorful. Trust me, if you try it, you're going to enjoy it every single time. If you enjoyed this recipe, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on your bell notification so you don't miss out on any of my new recipes. Until I come your way with another deliciousness, please stay blessed and happy. Bye, guys.